Hey guys, this is an informative, very quick tutorial video on how to play No More Room in Hell. Now, if you're new to the game, you're probably going to want to know what the essential controls are so you don't seem like a complete noob or not even survive for 5 minutes and then quickly uninstall the game. That's very much the case for most of my friends. And I'd like to get a lot of people playing this game because I think it's highly underrated. A lot of people give up before they actually learn how to play the game, and it takes away from the fun of it. So I'll just hop right in. I don't want to waste too much of your time. So, basics: item cycling. Hold 1 to cycle through your weapons, pills, medkits, bandages, gene therapy, and even utility as well. So, weapons, you can see here I've got an M16. Typically, your melee weapons will show up. If you want to cycle through them, you're probably just going to head on over and just drop that, pick that up. As you can see, I can hold my pickaxe here. I do have an E-tool somewhere which I can pick up to demonstrate again. So if you want to cycle through your weapons, for now I'm holding the pickaxe. If I want to go to my E-tool, I will just hold 1, hover my mouse over it, and your guy will equip your weapons. So if you have a med kit or bandages or anything, for example right here I've got a bandage, perfectly convenient. You just mouse 1 over it. You can't see it, but he is holding it, so when your guy does these jazz hands over here, you'll know you're equipping your bandage. And same goes with med kits. Very self-explanatory. You'll be able to see them. I'll pop it up on a screen, probably on the top right, to show you what they look like. And gene therapy, same thing. Med kits are used to heal yourself for a percentage of damage taken. So the lower you are, the more, I guess, the better it'll be in terms of effectiveness. Bandages are used to stop you from bleeding. If you ever bleed, your guy will flash red on occasion when you're moving around, and it doesn't allow you to run, which is a big problem. So if you have a bandage and you're bleeding, do not use your med kit, use your bandage. I think some people fuck up by doing that, so just a quick tip. Pills are there to stave off infection. If you ever get hit and veins start to appear on the corner of your screen, you're going to want to take pills. These pills will help prevent you from turning into an infected and dying. But of course, that's just momentary because you're going to turn inevitably unless you have gene therapy, which completely removes it. Alright, so that's the basics for weapons and utility. Utility. There's stuff like a blowtorch, which I'll pop up in the screen here. A blowtorch, or a welder, whatever it's called. And quite possibly fire extinguishers for certain scenarios on different maps. These things are great, just for map progression, but for the welder, you can actually unlock doors and shit and get weapons, which is pretty cool. So yeah, now we're gonna cycle over to the ammo counter, our ammo inventory. So as you can see here, I've got some ammo. By holding 2, you can see what type of ammunition you have. So I'm gonna drop these, and I'm gonna, for example, pick up my M4. Now the M4 uses the 5.56mm ammo, which I have 1 clip of over here. And I have some other bullets which I found laying around, and this is a typical scenario, not the gun that I have right now. Typically, you're not going to get a gun at the start. I just got lucky. So we've got 9mm, .45 ACP. I can create a separate video to show you exactly which guns use what ammo, but for now, I'm just going to keep it simple and flash the guns over to the top right somewhere on the screen here to show you exactly what the .45 ACP gun uses and what the 9mm ammo uses. Alright, so that's pretty much what holding 2 is going to entail. It also shows you, like, for example, you have chainsaws, you use gas, and if you have gas, it's going to be on your ammo inventory. Now we're going to look at guns. To unload, or to check your gun, to check your gun, hold R, and you'll see how many bullets you have left in your gun. Press U to unload, and as you can see, you have 62 in reserve. Now when you reload your gun, your guy is going to typically leave 1 bullet away. As you can see, the max capacity of the gun is 31, but my guy loaded it to 30 for some reason. Not sure why, but yeah, I'm not going to question it. So that's pretty much it for guns. Check your ammo, unload to save ammo. So we're going to throw that away, and I'm going to introduce one more technique here. which is the shove, the hit shove technique, which is not very useful with. Oh, nice, we got a bat. Alright, so it's not very useful with the pickaxe. Now, I'd like to separate the weapons into different categories. Firstly, ideal weapons. I wouldn't say the bat's ideal, but ideal weapons would be the lead pipe, machete, and crowbar, flashing on the screen soon. Typically, you want to hit and shove. It's a very simple concept. To hit, obviously you left click, but to shove you press V. So you left click and shove. Shoving will hit the zombie back after you've dealt the damage, creating space, allowing you to go forward and hit him again and shove him back. The zombies basically can't even respond to what you're doing by doing this. So that's a mechanic for melee that all of you should know. Now for heavy weapons like the pickaxe, this is probably the best weapon in the game aside from the chainsaw. But this is a one-hit collateral kill. Like if you angle it right, you can literally kill 3 zombies in a row. But the more zombies you kill with it, the less stamina you have. So you gotta be careful with stamina, which by the way you have. So I'm just gonna demonstrate for you. You're gonna be running around, probably running around the map from something, trying to get to an objective faster. Just running laps. As you can see, or even hear, my guy's not going to slow down, but you can hear him heavily breathing. So I'm running low on stamina right now, and as we can see, we can run quite a fair distance before we tire out. But throw in like swinging your melee weapons into the mix, and eventually your guy will tire out, and you can only walk. You can't even swing your weapons. You can't even shove if you're tired. So be careful about your stamina. Turn your game volume up so you can hear. Don't make the same mistake as I did listening to music when I play this game, which is fine. I'm not exactly sure what to do, but that's pretty much it. Those are the basic mechanics you need to know about the game. And pressing C, compass, as you can see at the bottom, objective markers on the directions, and that's pretty much it. Press F for your lighter, lights out for Jesus. Just kidding, it's a dim light source if you do not have like a flashlight. As you can see, it's just dimly lighting dark areas. If you do have a flashlight, and when you press F again, you'll have your flashlight automatically shine out, and it provides a very good source of light. Now I hope you find this useful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and as always, take care.